Judgment time.
What is up, guys? The Judge coming back at you with a pretty helpful tutorial on how to set up loot spawners. So this is a thing that came out recently with Scum, and I know a lot of people have not really dove into it or are a little bit scared of diving into it because they just don't understand it, which is fine. It is a very daunting process, and today hopefully this is going to make it a little bit easier for you. So on my server, I run a PvP zone which is just south of me, C0, which has higher loot there than anywhere else on the map. The rest of the map is pretty low, and in some cases extremely rare to find certain items, which we can talk about how to set up. And today I'm just going to show you on how to set up a a box or an item inside the sector D0. So I came over here to the array. I'm just going to get rid of the zombies first, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to find a box of some sort in here. And just while I have you guys, I hope you all had a great Christmas and you got everything you wanted, and yeah, had some great time with your family. Mine was not too bad. Okay, we'll head in here. Let's head upstairs a little bit. We want to make sure we're out the way. Zombie spawns have been a little manic, but they are working on it. So give them some time, guys. Okay, yeah, we'll use this box right here. Okay, so once you found a box or an item inside of the zone that you want to use, this is what you're going to do. So we're going to search it first. You see we had no items found. We're going to do hashtag or the number, and we're going to go to spawner, scroll down, set should print examine spawner presets, space, and true. Now what this is going to do is that when we search this object, it's going to give us the name of said object in the corner. So when we search it, it is called buildings, workshop, residential, examine crate. Then what we're going to do is we're going to export. So we'll do hashtag export spawner presets in zone space D0, and we've just exported it. So what we're going to do is you're going to go over to your GG host or your G portal, whatever you're running your server through. We're going to go over and click on your server, go to configuration files, and now that we have exported that, we'll be able to hit down the little drop down box. We can scroll down and you'll see that these are set out into B0. So I'm going to go down until I find D0. I've also been doing a few of my bunkers the same way. Okay. See, D0, okay. And we know it's a building, residential, and these are in alphabetical order. So we've got medical, office, ruined, and it was workshop, residential, and it was examine crate. So it's going to be this one right here. So we're going to click on that. Okay, so the first lot of information you're going to see is the possible items which can spawn inside of this crate. Now you can make these rarer, and I'll show you how after. Like if you didn't want, handguns to spawn in here too much, we can set it so they don't spawn too much, and I'll show you how to do that. So at the moment we have the tree node farm, so that's been added to the very rare option. If you wanted to, you could move one of these down, but they are objects within these that we can play around with, and I'll show you how. So this is the part that we do want. So at the bottom or just underneath, you're going to have a probability, which is the chance that items will spawn inside of this crate. So at the moment it is set to 20%. For the purpose of the tutorial, what I'll do is I will make it 100% chance to spawn, and it's going to give us between 1 and let's say 7 objects. Allow duplicates is set to false, so it will not spawn the same item twice. If you wanted it to, you could set to true, which will make it spawn twice if it chooses to spawn twice. Should filter items by zone, leave that at true because we want this to be 4D0. And then initial damage 10, so no matter what, these items will have 10 damage, and then a random damage up to 50, so it'll add on top of that. If you wanted to make it so they spawn at 100% every time, set these both to 0, they will be brand new inside of that crate. And then the rest you don't really need to worry about. You got cash amount. If you wanted to, you can make these large. Same with the ammo. Okay, so we're going to hit save. So we have 100% probability. We're going to come back. Now we're going to reload, customizations, and reset spawners. Hit enter. Now that is going to update it in real time straight away. So now when we search this, there we go. We had a chance between 1 and 7 items. We got 7 items. Insulating rubber gloves, organic fertilizer, pilot glasses, and now small toolbox, and scalpel, and a screwdriver. We'll do it again. We'll reload it again. This time we only got 4. Grindstone. Obviously we had that initial damage of 10 and then a random damage up to 50. So they'll do random damage and uses to these. If we wanted to, like I said, we could come back. We could make it so it doesn't do any random damage. And it doesn't do any initial damage. Hit save. Come back. Let's update it in real time. Now we have some fancy brand new items. 100% axe, box of nails, whatnot. So that is how you'll set it up. So in each area, there are going to be some of the stuff that's named the same. So you don't have to go to every one. So for instance, this box around the corner here is the same as this box. It is named the same. So when we loot it, residential examine crate, between 1 and 7 items. There we go. 100%. It is updated in real time. So it won't take you as long to do all of the items in said area. If it was a gun crate and you wanted the gun crates to be a bit more, rare, that's how you would do it. So what we can do is we can look at these nodes. So it has a workshop fishing node in here, okay? If you go to the top, actually let me go ahead and set this back down so I don't forget. We'll do a 20% chance between 1 and 3 items. Do random damage of 10 and up to 40. Save. Okay, so what we could do is we could look at the nodes. Oh, there's a zombie getting close. Let me get rid of him. There we go. So you can look at the nodes at the top of your page. So these are all the possible nodes which can spawn globally in different items. So right here you've got, for instance, a Chinese store, which is located in the big city. All the farms from around the area, food stores, coal mine, the living rooms, military, the works. If you clicked on military, for instance, this is where you'll find each and every node for the military. So if this had a military spawner and it had ammo which was spawned in here, it's a rare chance that ammo would spawn. I could set this to abundant, which will mean it'll more than likely spawn each time, or I could set it to very rare, which it might never really spawn. It all depends on the items individually you want. So if you go down under the ammo category, you have 12 gauge, that's it. So for the military loot node. You go down, you have the big stashes, so you've got 12 gauges again, boxed, 12 gauge boxed, small stash, 12 gauge, armor piercing, extremely rare to find armor piercing. If I wanted to, I could go ahead, this big stash right here, which is 30-06 AP ammo. all I would need to do is make that a very rare spawn. Then any loot nodes that have the military loot node will have a very rare chance of 30-6 armor piercing ammo spawning. And that's how you would update the nodes for all of your node trees. It is very easy, guys. Also, you can set up custom traders. So if there's items that you do not want inside of the custom traders, you can also set it so they do not sell them. I have custom traders on my roleplay server, so they don't really offer much ammo, they don't really offer much of anything, but to give it a more of a community driven world, you want it like that. But I do also have some surplus items in there at an increased price. If you guys want me to do a tutorial on setting up a NPC trader, I will more than likely do that for you guys. Just let me know in the comments. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button. I hope this video helps you out, guys. I know it's daunting. Give it a try. You can load it up in single player. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask in the comments. I will answer them the best I can. And even, if you do need a bit more additional help, let me know. I am on Discord. Come and jump in my Discord and open a ticket, and I'll get in a party with you and help you out. I hope this helps you out, guys. I am the judge, and we'll catch you all in the next one.